Hi people. We hope you're having a great day today. We're certainly having a blessed one as the new Heartland episode finally sinks in, and we get to chance to evaluate it in our minds. Titled Runaway, the episode was certainly more adventurous than the previous one. Especially the long-lasting uncertainty over Stallion's fate made us all sit on the edge. Nevertheless, once again, the interesting family dynamics was the main theme, and we get to see most of our characters going through a rough patch when it comes to keeping their bonds with each other at a healthy balance. First, we have to mention that this episode was lacking romance for the most part, which is unlike regular Heartland. Still, to our surprise, we had minor romantic scenes with Lisa and Jack, the older and adorable couple of the show, as well as Tim and Jessica, who are middle-aged newlyweds that are enjoying the happiness of finding love again. Since Heartland is mostly focused on the exciting lives of Lou and Amy, it's always nice to see some other characters shine who are often overlooked in the background. Especially when it comes to romance, the dynamism in Lou's life and over-the-top love in Amy's life dominate the series. Of course, we are not complaining about watching Lou, Amy, and their love lives. However, characters like Jack and Tim also deserve a special spot for themselves occasionally, rather than being in the supportive parent role at all times. When it comes to characters like Lisa, who are often regarded as the sidekicks, this occasional change is even more crucial since their importance in the series increased tremendously over the years, despite the fact that their screen time didn't get an on-par increase. Thus, seeing her simply being focused on her business, while also maintaining a healthy relationship with Jack is priceless. And their determination on keeping an eye on each other is more than adorable. Similarly, seeing Tim finally finding happiness with Jessica is highly satisfying. Although Jessica has her own issues as a character, her getting more screen time while trying to form a business through multiple enterprises is way more fun than we would have thought. These two couples are currently showing the beauty of a mature love, which is a very rare quality in the TV sector that is often obsessed with teenage romance. As far as the family dynamics are concerned, it's clear that having two, relatively, new women in their life is coming off very easy to neither Lou nor Amy. Both used to be the only ones for their father and grandfather. The fact that Jack and Tim now have their own significant others that they value highly is not an easy task to acknowledge for the sisters. However, it seems like things are a bit harder on Lou than they are for Amy. In this episode, we saw Lou highly occupied with his work, and consequently, whether consciously or unconsciously, undermining others' works, especially Lisa. It seems like she had this idea of having Lisa at home as an already given fact, as if Lisa does not have her own job. This misconception undermined Lisa to the position of being there only for the kids, as if it's her responsibility to take care of the children of Lou and Amy. Naturally, at one point, she had it enough and burst out to Lou, reminding her that she has her own life and thus, when the kids need a babysitter, she needs to look up alternatives. This talk has become a wake-up call for Lou, as she realized that her life or job are not the only ones that matter. Besides, the fact that Jack also came up and be there for Lisa while warning the girls over their treatment of Lisa showed that even their grandfather was aware of the situation and isn't gonna let them step over her. With Jessica, Lou had a deeper problem that was also explored in this episode. The fact that Jessica isn't only a new member of their family but also her former boss apparently made things more difficult for Lou to get used to. Especially, Jessica's sudden success in her new ventures as a photographer took Lou by surprise and made her jealous. As a businesswoman herself, Lou once again realized that even though she is a successful working woman, there might be others who are as successful, and even more successful than her. Still, the fact that Jessica was horrible towards her once seems to cause Lou to accept the fact that she is her stepmother now. Naturally, the fact that she is also a rival businesswoman is not an easy thing to swallow. Nevertheless, Jessica seems to have well intentions when it comes to her business, which would potentially be beneficial not only for her but also for Lou. Therefore, we believe by the end of this season, the two might end up becoming best friends. Another issue that engaged our attention in this episode was Amy's bluntness. Okay, we know that this is a hot take that might make some people angry. However, for us, the fans who are so used to seeing Amber Marshall's alive and bright acting, seeing her with an expressionless face was a total bummer. For instance, the escape of Stallion was a major issue that even gave the episode its title, and we were all very excited for the poor horse. However, Amy was blank even when she got the news at first. Her blankness continued for the large part of the search, with the exception of the car chase scene. We know that she still has that sadness in her eyes as a leftover from Ty's tragic death. Still, we don't think this explains her straight face standing when she finally found Stallion, a horse that she has a special bond. What did you think of this episode? Do you think Lou and Amy are being unfair to Lisa and Jessica? Do you interpret Lou's actions as selfish? Did you also spot a slight change in Marshall's acting style? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. As always, see you at the next one.